We are excited about today. If you were here last week, you heard me interview Crossroads NOLA and talk about foster care and stuff like that. Today we're wrapping up our ServeNOLA series, and we're so excited about what God is doing through Vintage Church, serving our city. And today we get to hear from a really special guest, the Baptist Friendship House. And I'm really excited to hear from them and what they do and how we can partner with them. This is Dr. Kay Bennett. And she is the executive director of the Baptist Friendship House. They're located, their headquarters is located on Elysian Fields, right? And Dr. Bennett moved down here 1987 for seminary. And sorry, she gave me permission to do that. So 1987 for seminary. She's from Mississippi. Okay, so moved over here for seminary and got her degree and then got her doctor of ministry. And so, and she stayed here ever since doing ministry with the Baptist Friendship House and doing other kind of things like that. The Baptist Friendship House focuses particularly on two types of ministry. One is homelessness and caring for the homeless and providing for them and taking them in and helping them get back on their feet. And the second is sex trafficking. And so today we're going to hear from them and hear what they're doing and hear what God's doing. And I think it's a ministry that we really need to tune into, some things that we don't think about enough. And I want to challenge us and encourage us today that as she's speaking and stuff, just to open your heart up and to listen carefully and to pray about how you can get involved. And so the first question that I'd love for Dr. Ben to answer is just to share a little bit with us about the Baptist Friendship House, what you guys do, and how you came to be, and just a little bit, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me come and share with you today. One of our major programs with homeless is our transitional housing program for homeless women with children. And I'm not sure if you know, but women with children are the fastest growing population of homeless in the U.S. And if you're a woman with children and you're out on the street, you kind of get stuck in a vicious cycle because, for example, if you go for a job interview and take your children to that job interview, you're probably not going to get a job. Or if you get a job and take your children with you to work every day, you're not going to keep that job. So what we do at Friendship House is we're able to bring mom and the children in. We get the children either enrolled in school or daycare, build mom's skills, transition her into employment, help her save her money, and then transition them into their own housing. Now, they come through with lots of different issues. I could talk to you all day long about different reasons why people become homeless. I will tell you the number one reason that I see is they're getting out of domestic violence situations most of the time. We do a lot of community ministry, too, for folks that may not be in our transitional housing program. They can come through our doors each week, and they can get clothing. They can get showers. You call them blessing bags. We call them snack pack bags, and we give snack packs out. We give hygiene packs out, clothing. We can take people where they are. If they cannot read and write, and 1 out of 5 adults in the United States cannot read and write, we can do literacy training with them. If they didn't finish high school, GED preparation, computer skills, job readiness skills, life skills, a little bit of everything to help them gain skills to become self-sufficient. We're a national registered site through Christian Women's Job Corps, which is a WMU program, and so that program is geared to helping people gain skills to become self-sufficient. And then the other thing is the human trafficking ministry. We partner with the Human Trafficking Hotline out of Washington, D.C., and I'm going to throw that number out to you really quick because it's important. It's written funny, so you all can memorize it, put it in your phone. It's 888-3737, 888. If you ever see something that's suspicious to you, or if you encounter someone that you think has been trafficked, you can call the hotline or you can give them that number, and they can call. And I'm going to share a story with you in a little bit about that. But the other way we encounter human trafficking survivors also is through doing special operations with law enforcement, Homeland Security, FBI, local law enforcement. They actually allow us to come when they're doing operations and interview and assess folks that come in so that we can offer them options. And that sometimes looks like coming and staying at Friendship House, getting them to a safe house if somebody is coming to look for them, like the trafficker, getting them into a long-term treatment program, or most of the time, they want to go back home. So we can work and provide transportation for them to get them back home.
Wow. So share with us a little bit about your needs. I guess two different type of needs. Maybe first, some of the needs that you have in your ministry. Okay. And then secondly, some of the needs that you're seeing out in the context of who you're ministering to and stuff like that.
Okay. The greatest need is always prayer. I will say that over and over again. The greatest thing you can do before you pray is pray, and the greatest thing you can do after you pray is pray. And if you will like us on Facebook, we kind of keep prayer requests updated on there. The other thing is the snack pack items I was talking about. People come to our door daily pretty much asking for snack packs and hygiene kits. And you know, if you're walking around on the street with nothing to eat in the hot summer especially, it's rough. It's rough when you're hungry. Sometimes they just ring my doorbell for a cold cup of water, and I want y'all to remember Matthew 25. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. So that's an important part of our ministry. If you notice at the end of that verse, it always says, when you've done it, Jesus said to the people, when you've done it unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. And I understand that it's giving a cup of cold water or something to eat too that opens the door for us to minister to the greatest need of all, which is the spiritual need, to share Jesus with them. That builds a relationship. Another one of our greatest needs is Send Relief. The North American Mission Board has given me 5,000 backpacks. We have an annual back-to-school party every year in July. Well, they gave me 2,000 backpacks for the back-to-school party, but then they said, well, let me give you some for homeless and let me give you some for your human trafficking survivors, because we provide those for law enforcement and for some of the medical units that do some forensic stuff with us. And we use them at Friendship House because people come in with only the clothes on their backs. And so our job is going to be to fill those 5,000 backpacks. So out on the display, I have a list of the 3 different types of backpacks and what goes in those. I'd love for you to grab one and be a part of that. Also love for you to come in July and be a part of that too.
So I forgot to mention, you are also with the North American Mission Board, and we partner with the North American Mission Board as well. So that's a pretty neat partnership that we do together. Share with us, a few days ago, Pastor Dustin and I were at a meeting with some other pastors in the city, and Dr. Bennett came and shared some stories with us about their ministry, and I was blown away by some of these stories. And so share with us maybe a story or two real quick of something that God has done this year, some celebrations, some things you've seen God do.
Okay. Very exciting. We are the registered site for Christian Women's Job Corps that I shared with you. And I actually sent one of our ladies' stories in this year to them for one of their awards that they give away, because for 10 years, I never saw her a day come to our center that she wasn't drunk. Okay, then she began coming to get showers there, and then she came to our Bible study, and God began to work in her life. And in August of this year, she will celebrate 3 years sober. She volunteers every day at the center. She's actually my food service supervisor and helps me out. But I sent her story in, and she was selected out of women throughout North America, that's the United States and Canada, to receive the Faye Dove Scholarship Award. And so we're so proud of her. And she's going to be able to, we started a pottery ministry at the center, so she will be able to use some of that scholarship money to take a class to learn more so she can help me teach that, and also to do some food safety courses and stuff too, because she does my food service. Another story is quite a few years ago, one of the young ladies we helped with human trafficking and to recover from that and rescue her from that. We ministered to her over several years, and last year she was accepted into a pre-med school university for pre-med, and we were able to help her move into the dorm last year. Well, a couple of weeks ago, she sends us an email and says, I just want you to know I'm an official sophomore now. So we're really proud of her. And just one story that happened yesterday, I told you we partner with the Human Trafficking Hotline out of Washington, D.C. So if somebody's trafficked from anywhere in the world to Louisiana, they can call us, conference call us in with that person. We can make sure they're safe, meet them in a busy place, pick them up, and get their needs met. And we went to pick up a young lady yesterday that contacted us through the Human Trafficking Hotline. We were able to get her to Friendship House and get her safe last night, meet her needs. And she basically, he took everything from her. She didn't have ID or anything. All she had was the clothes on her back. So you can see the importance of the backpacks with the clothes and things in them that we give folks. But we went, 2 of my staff members are not here yet because they went to take her to the bus station to get her to her home state, back home in another state today. So, but that is a celebration because she's safe.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Praise God. Yeah. I'm sure we could probably spend 5-6 hours up here talking about things that God has done. Last question, as our church is listening and tuning in, and you've got some information out in the lobby, but what are some things that the local church can do in New Orleans around here specifically to partner with you guys, to serve with you?
Okay. Again, I'm going to throw out prayer. Okay. I mean, as I just shared that story with you, the human trafficking ministry is probably the hardest type of ministry I've ever done, and I've been doing ministry for 30 years in the city. So your prayers are needed in regards to that ministry. The other thing is we'd love for you to participate in our ministry. If you'd like to come, we do Bible studies on Thursday and do a meal. If you don't want to do Bible study and you'd like to come and cook a meal, we'd love to have you do that. We have a lot of churches that sometimes want to cook casseroles and things like that and freeze them and bring them to us to put in our freezer so that we can just heat them up. That helps out a lot with our ministry and with the Bible study and lunch, and it also helps out with meals for families when we have them in our program. Another thing would be to collect the snack pack items. Do an emergency food drive for us would be awesome, because our food pantry, we provide food for someone that's not homeless, but they're living in poverty and they need food. If they'll bring me a utility bill and a driver's license, I can give them food that will last them, for a family of 4, for about 10 days at a time.
Well, thank you so much.